kind of getting tired of talking to myself on these things, so it'd be super great if you could get well soon. Anyway, so this week is, well, today is tomorrow. This video is going to go live on October 1st, which marks the start of October, obviously, which is my favorite month, and not just because my birthday's in it. It's October 17th. I love this month. It's fall, it's Halloween, it's all of those great things. Speaking of Halloween, I have decided to kind of talk about Halloween games. Not really like Halloween games, not like King of Tokyo Halloween, which would be an obvious one. Forget it, because it's not here. But campy Halloween games, because fall also for some reason makes me in the mood for like MST type things or Elvira marathons. So I'm going to talk about games that are campy and fall into the Halloween purview. Probably the campiest game that I own is Conquest of Planet Earth. It is by Jason Hill. It plays 1 to 4 people. Each player is going to pick an alien race. They are then going to invade Earth with their super awesome ships, which will land on a modular board that has varying locations. Each one of them has victory points and the hit points, but the population is there that has to be killed off before you can claim it as your own little piece of territory. Speaking of claiming territories, there are some space stuff that you can get to make yourself a more awesome alien, which why wouldn't you want to do that? Part of being an awesome alien also means being able to bring in super advanced technology and roar. Pew, 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 pew. I am a robot. I am going to take over your planet. If you would like noises better than what I just offered you, it comes with its own soundtrack. You just don't land on this planet and take over. Nope, nope, nope. There is a resistance phase, and humans try to fight back, because we're not supposed to be like, hey, please take over planet Earth, that would be swell. Nope, we're gonna fight. Fighting, yes, you can do that in a couple different ways. You can do it solo, you can do it cooperatively, you can do it competitively, or you can do it as teams. Whatever floats your boat. I always have a blast playing this game, and as long as you don't take it too seriously, you'll have a blast playing this game too. Probably the second campiest game that I have in my collection is Fearsome Floors by Freedom and Freeze. It plays 2 to 7 people. Each player chooses a different team of people. There are greasers and nerds and jocks and whatever, and they're all going through this castle. They have to do that in 14 turns, and that might be easy, right? Because look, it's wide open. Oh, silly Tiffany. That's getting a little too hot for me. Why am I trying to wear this ridiculous hat thing? You are probably wondering. Hat thing? What about the big eye? The fun in this game is that you actually build your monster, and how weird is that? It's meant to be, right? But you actually get to build your monster, and this eyeball is gonna feel fancy, and you can put a skeleton arm on him, Frankenstein's creature arm, skeleton, there's all different things you can do. But basically you get to create that monster, and he's gonna go through the haunted castle. It's not just as easy as I'm over here and I need to get down here. There are pools of blood, which actually have organs in them, so plan accordingly if you're gonna play with your kids. You can also slide through blood. There are pillars where guys can hide behind. You're whatever group you are, you're trying to get through the castle in 14 turns. It could be as easy as 7, but probably not, because there are things moving through the castle trying to get you, and you have to try to escape it, and it's fun, and I like playing it with my kids. They like it a lot. We do it with candles and spooky soundtracks, which you have to come up with your own one for this one. Kind of creeps my kid out, but that's half the fun, right? Another kooky game that I like playing is Chupacabra Survive the Night. I don't think it comes in this box anymore, probably for that reason right there. This game, you get all these different dice, and you roll them, and if you roll Chupacabra, they get to eat either the goat, chickens, or a bull, which I thought was a cow, which is why I'm wearing this, but anyway. And everybody gets a certain number of dice, and if you have Chupacabras, you get to eat them based on the consumption rules. You're eliminated. I have a double set because I just think it makes that much more fun, because it's just, you're out of control with the dice in your hand. It's quick, it's silly. Oh, the coolest thing about this game is that if you do these in a black light or something, which is probably the best way to do it, or leave them in the sun for 48 hours, they'll glow in the dark. You can play this game in the dark. It's pretty cool. There are a ton of games that fit into this category of campy Halloween-esque game genre thing that I just created. One of those games is Smash Up, which of course is a card game, and you take two ridiculous things like robots and dinosaurs and put them together. And by ridiculous, I obviously mean awesome, because that would be cool, a robotic dinosaur. Maybe that's terrifying. I don't know. But it's fun to play because you make your deck and you try to take over all these different bases. And other people have, like, I don't know, zombie pirates, and they're trying to take over all the bases too. You just keep doing this until someone gets a certain number of points, and it can be really fun if you're playing with the right people. There's a ton of expansions. They just came out with like the Geeky Box, which I think is really just storage. But anyway, I have the science fiction double feature, which of course is for one of my favorite movies of all time, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, I'm one of those. And then Monster Smash, which is also appropriate for Halloween, but like not on purpose. It's fantastic. So that's a campy game you could play. Another game that I'm not entirely sure is supposed to be campy per se, but I have the privilege of having seen Darkness Rising, which you should totally check out if you haven't seen it. And those guys do a hilarious campy style movie about a Dungeons and Dragons type adventure. I laughed so hard. It would be Dungeons and Dragons. They just did their 5th edition for like the actual RPG thing, which I've been hearing really good things about. These things, Castle Ravenloft, The Legend of Drizzt, they are pre-made things. They come with super awesome miniatures that if I had time, I would totally get into painting these things. So those are games that are campy and funny, kind of like Halloweenish. You could play them anytime, obviously, but they just fit into this time of the year specifically because of that whole Halloween thing, the whole campy MST Elvira fetish thing that I have going at this also time of year. I know you can't talk, and I know you're having your surgery next week, I think, so I hope you feel better. Maybe the magic of your recording video awesomeness will involve something maybe that you've, footage from another time when you were able to talk. I hope it does. It probably will not be linked to this at all if that's the case, but that's all right. And I will talk to you soon, hopefully. Bye. The spatula of purity shall scramble the eggs of your malfeasance.